Well, hello, survivors. Oh man, I was taking screenshots. Well, hello and welcome to We Who Survived. My name is James, and this is episode 19 of season 2 of The Hunter. Well, once I get myself configured back to normal here, we'll get underway. I'm gonna actually set my field of view to 85 instead of 90. I don't know, I've been watching my videos back closer, and the field of view seems a little too warped by the time it's on YouTube, so see what that extra 5 degrees does. Alright, this I gotta get rid of actually, because this I pulled out of creative. I did not make an extra leather backpack. I was just taking screenshots. I'm not even gonna use that anyway, it turns out. So whatever, that whole thing was a waste of my time. I'm just taking my old backpack render, okay. And I'm gonna throw that on the thumbnail. So today's plan, I know we did some gathering and we got some fat and pine resin. I'm not certain we're gonna have enough pine resin or flax to do full, like 4 full actual windmills. So we're probably gonna have to wait until next season to really finish this guy off. But I think we should be able to set up at least 1 windmill or 2. And then I have bigger issues like the fact that I need helve hammers and I need iron anvils, which I, for the life of me, have not found any borax yet. So that's gonna be fun. That's really our biggest hang up right now. If I could just find borax so I could do the anvils, everything else is completely doable, just a matter of time. But right now I'm sort of reliant on finding borax, which is more luck than anything. I think. I don't know. Maybe I should go ask around in Discord, but I'm pretty sure you can't even prospect borax, like, regionally. I think you just have to find it. It might show up on the local pick, but then how do you know where to start? So, alright. All the bees are dead. That's good. That's how I like it. Not really anything to harvest. So I think we're pretty much good on chores, and it should be morning. I slept to get to morning for my screenshots, but then I didn't actually want to waste time waiting, because this is good survival time. So, alright. Not quite sure how we're going to start. End goal, we're going to do some windmill things. I might have to head into creative actually, because now that I'm thinking about it, I'm not 100% sure if we can do 4 full sails. My bed. Something weird is going on with the lighting on my bed. Do you see that? Yeah, it matches the sky. I think the outside lighting coming in on my bed. Alright, anyway, creative, I gotta test and make sure we can do full windmills, because I realized as I was looking at this, there's like a lip on the building. So we'll do that, and then we'll hopefully start building some windmills. I think we're good to go at this point, to at least build 1 or 2. Alright, there is still 1 new chore to take care of. I keep forgetting about leather, but I can't forget about it because it's important. We do have our leather backpacks, but we still need a leather armor. And I have to keep crushing stones and stuff, which is definitely using up my hammers. And I think we are honestly about out of iron. So we might have to go back to the iron mine soon. We'll see about that, but I'm getting a little worried about how much iron I have left, especially, man, the lanterns. That takes a lot, but I haven't been able to find copper, so I don't know, dude. I don't know. But that's okay. We still have leather coming around. This is all from the last big hunt where I also got fat and meat. I still have to... Look at this. Another solar eclipse. Bro, I think 1.20.7 is broken. There's not supposed to be 3 solar eclipses each day. I saw none in 1.20, and then I downloaded 1.20.7, and now there's like 3 a day. But they're on 1.20.10. I just haven't downloaded 9 because it was super buggy. I have to figure out how 10's going, and then maybe that'll fix 3 solar eclipses a day, dude. It's sort of ridiculous. Alright, so anyway, yeah, I'm doing the leather. The leather made me realize we might need more iron. And yeah, unfortunately I'm building a list of chores, but my main focus is still the windmills, I promise. And we're gonna have to get more limestone soon. Now, one thing I am doing is I started recycling the extra 2 liters of limestone water into one of my extra barrels. The only thing is, a barrel is 50 liters, so that's 25 barrels before you recycle back a full barrel, so that's not really going to actually do much for us. We're going to have to collect a lot of limestone still. Dang it, that's what I feared, but didn't pay attention to. I can only put 3 sets of sails on because of the lip. So I either have to raise everything 1 level, or I have to poke the windmill out a level extra. Hopefully this works. Yeah, alright. That's the simpler solution. So I will add some sort of overhang, and then that'll avoid the first lip and let us actually build full-size windmills. Also, for now, we're gonna skip millwright, just at least until they fix the pass-through axles. So there is an issue right now with the millwright mod where the pass-through axles significantly slow down your windmill. Once they get that fixed, I will consider downloading it because that's about all I'm interested in. I don't need great big giant 8-sail windmills. I just want my room to count as a room. That would be nice. Okay, vanilla chiseling is so absolutely slow and devious, dude. I swear to God, we really got to get QP's chisel tools. I just keep totally forgetting to stop and look at mods before I start the game up, and I'm always in such a rush time-wise, but I don't know. It's not the best looking, but I think when I cap it and top it off, it'll look okay. So I think we'll do that at all 4, and if I'm being honest, bro, I'm just hitting creative mode. I'm going to copy paste those blocks. I'm going to throw out the equivalent amount of resources, and that's how this is going to go. But whatever, dude. I don't have 37 hours to sit here and chisel everything. Dang, it's been too long. I can't remember how many sets of sails we need. This shows 4 sails, but is that like one set of sails? Or is that 4 sails like a whole windmill? I can't remember. I want to say it's a set of sails. I don't want to overbuild too hard, so let's go see what this gets us. I think it's just going to get us 2 sails on 1 windmill, but I'm not 100% sure. It's been too long at this point. Oh god, it's dark. All right. All right, it's just drifters, but I don't even want to deal with it. I have food to cook from that last hunt and gather and like material resources, so I'm gonna do that now. Instead of sleeping through the night to wait for the creatures to disappear, I'm just gonna cook through the night. I'll get some more crocs going, and then in the morning we'll start fresh with the windmills. Alright, that finally wraps up the cooking. I had freaking 47 meat to cook or something like that. So it basically wound up with, I think, 4 or 5 real meals, and then I got this third guy here. So we got all these shelves filled with crocs, and I'm starting on the second row of shelves. So we're definitely good for this winter. Like, I do not have to grab more food, and we should be good, according to my run 1 experience. I should probably, yeah, separate. That one only had 3 servings, so that's the one I'm going to eat next for food. Because we're getting to the point where berries are going to stop growing and there won't be random vegetables around, so I have to actually have prepared meals, even in a warm climate. But all the meals are cooked. Daylight's coming along. So we're about ready to move on. The thing is, I have to finish the sails on the windmills, but I also think we have to go back to the iron mine to gather the rest of the iron because we are running critically low on iron. I'm basically out of iron chunks, to be honest. We have like, oh crap. We have like 11, I think we have 11 current, what are they called? Whatever the slag things are. And then I have 6 more in each bloomery, so that'll give us like 23 potential iron bars. And then we're out of iron, basically. So we're definitely gonna have to gather more iron, unfortunately. Probably try to finish sailing out the windmills though, so we can see how that works. And then we'll go gather more iron if needed. Well, it looks like building 2 full windmills is going to take the majority of flax from year 0. Because each set of 4 only fills out 1 set of windmill sails, if that makes sense. So functionally, I need to make 4 of these for each windmill, which is 8, and that is a lot of flax and linen. So I think we'll be able to set up 2 full windmills, and then after that, I should honestly probably chill. Especially because we have nothing for them to work on yet. But again, that's all about iron anvils, and we need the hammers. We're nowhere near done, but we're getting a lot closer. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look great because of the lack of symmetry, but that's why we are gonna have to cap this windmill. I think with a cap on the top, I can make it look okay, but the asymmetry is not beautiful. But I also wanted to build the full 14 wide, which gives us an even number, so there's really no middle, since we can't do half blocks. Alright, but we got 2 full windmills, people, look at this! That's crazy. We're heading into our first winter. I got 2 full windmills. I got almost everything going, folks. So this is crazy. Now we just need to get something for this wheel to work, but oh my gosh, that is a whole big issue, especially with the iron anvils. I need borax so bad, but I'm just not quite sure how to find it. It's really frustrating me. Alright, so I do believe this is gonna be it, like more or less. This is all the iron is now. It's all going to be in blooms. I don't think I even really have enough iron fragments to make more. So there we go. That's what we got, people. We got freaking 23 iron blooms, and that's all our potential iron at the moment. And that's not good. So we're definitely gonna have to resource gather. So the thing is, I definitely need more pine resin and potentially fat anyway to finish all the windmill stuff. And I also need to find borax. Look, dude, it's solar eclipsing again. 1.20.7 is so broken. Alright, anyway, we're gonna do a material gather. So my aim, I'm gonna go for the iron mine for sure. But then, I mean, along the way, I'm gonna try and keep my eyes peeled for pine resin, potential animals for fat, and borax, because this baby, gotta make it functional at least. So we're gonna need some, most importantly, helve hammers and anvils. And that's really the biggest thing I would like to get done. That's the biggest thing. So, maybe it's time to go do that. Yo, I swear, this little patch of desert is like Mars. I always take it because it's the quickest route to most things. But I just get totally sandblasted the whole time, dude. Look at this. I can barely see 5 or 6 blocks in front of me. It's a good thing. There's usually no creatures around here, but around the edges where there's trees and stuff, if it's near a forest, there can be bears and moose. Anyway, yeah, I'm doing the boring trip to the iron mine. Hopefully there's nothing to see along the way. Besides maybe material gathering, but I'd probably still skip that anyway. Alright, so we've successfully made it to the iron mine, which has a rift right outside of it. That's a great omen. I wanted to grab some extra sticks for ladders because I forgot I got dirt at the bottom. So I'm definitely going to need a ladder up from there. And I brought torches because now that everything's pre-dug, there's almost certainly going to be drifters spawn down here or something. And if they're nice and deep, they're going to spawn nice and strong. So probably gonna have to do a little bit of initial fighting, but then hopefully I can just torch the place up. Hopefully I can then finish the mine, and then everything will just be good. We'll grab all the iron and we'll dip and we won't die, hopefully. So that's the hopefully plan. Oh god, I already hear drifters, so they're definitely down here. Oh, shnikes, that's some sort of big boy. No, 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 no. No, no. I mean, I did expect that. So I can't really be too upset, but hopefully we could just fight him like this. Look at this. This ain't nothing. Come here, dog. Eat some spears, why don't you? Alright, shoot, that's not bad. So, I don't know how many there are, but I'll have to kill them and light them up as I go, and then we can reclaim our mine. That's the new mission. Reclaim the mine. Oh man, they're everywhere, look. I'm not sure quite how many of these dang little sloth demons might be down here, and there could also be shivers and bowtorn. So I'm gonna craft some more spears real quick, because this could come in handy. I would rather at this point have an abundance than not enough, because I really don't know how filled this cave is gonna be. We dug out a lot, so they have a lot of area to spawn. We don't have any light on any of it yet, but that's why I brought all the torches, so we can light it up as we take these suckers down, and then hopefully nothing and nobody respawns. That would be amazing. So, I guess let's go see what we're fighting, people. At least now we have the proper weaponry. Alright, well, for as creepy as this place is, I think it was only the 3 or maybe 4 drifters, whatever that was. And I got the whole place lit up, so nothing else should spawn for 48 hours. I think with our backpacks, we have enough inventory, we should be able to straight up finish stripping this mine of all its resources. So that's the plan and the goal. And I think we pretty much have this place to ourselves now. I still sort of hear that shiver I heard that made me leave last time. But there must be like a cave next door, or I'm hearing stuff on the surface or something, because I don't think it's down here, but I don't even really want to dig around too much. I'm just going to sort of avoid that area. And then I'm going to replace this stone with dirt on the steps up. So if I do have a shiver emergency or something, I can actually easily find how to get out, because this whole mine is overly complicated because I'm trying not to waste pickaxe swings. So I'm really only taking out what I need. I'm not like building a walkable infrastructure. So I'm going to replace these stone steps with dirt, and then I'll always be able to find them if I need them. And otherwise, people, it's time to mine. So let's get to work, really. I guess that's about what it is. And then I guess we'll get home, and I don't know if we're going to get much more done, but let's see how much freaking iron we can get.
Out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. People say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood. Muscle and blood and skin and bones. A mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons. What a gift. Another day older and deeper in debt. St. Peter, don't you call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company's gold.
Well, all right. I think that finishes this mine off. Got a lot of iron, people. We got more than the first time. I think I only grabbed 4 stacks the first time. Now I got some good chunks, and then I got a whole 5th stack. And yeah, I definitely cleared this place. I might be missing a few odd squares of iron here and there. That is a possibility. Might be missing a little block here or there. I guess I could always come back later for a cleanup, but it doesn't seem worth it because it doesn't even seem worth it now. I was getting so much of it and like going through and testing layers, and I think I really do have like 99%. So I'm gonna gather back up some of my torches, and it's time to head back home. We are fat and happy with iron. The only trouble is now we have fully depleted our first mine, so we're gonna have a lot of iron for a while, which is good, but we will eventually have to find a new source. Or more ideally, we can just get our iron anvils made. I can go start grabbing all that meteoric. I found a bunch of meteoric deposits all over the place, so that's another possibility. All right, I'm not sure what we're gonna do to wrap this episode up. This might be about it, but I do want to at least get home, so let me do that much. Check it out, that's pretty dope. I mean, I'm not super far, as you can tell. We're coming up on home, but look, I can actually see it from afar now because we have a big building. And that's not even as tall as it's gonna get because I want to cap it with something, maybe another giant cross. I don't know, but it's gonna get capped somehow. Probably some really weird tacky way that I hope I can make look okay. But it's nice to have a big building. Well, anyway, I've made it home, so honestly, people, this is where I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna call it an episode. This took a lot longer than you'd think, mainly the mining part, because I actually just had to sit there and mine, and there's really not much around it. So, anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Peace out, people. Frickin' windmill, leather hut. It's all coming along, people. Another solar eclipse? What the heck, dude?